Hi everyone, EJ here. So I decided to do a slightly different video today, showing you basically how different glosses can change the look of your lip sense. So I know you guys have seen a couple of my application videos, and I actually got a new color in, Bella. This was a limited edition color, and the company decided to just keep it on because it was so popular. It sells out constantly. I do have a few in stock, so if anybody's interested, let me know. But this is a gorgeous, neutral kind of plummy brown sort of color. It's supposed to look good on everybody, and everybody I know that I've spoken to loves it. I'm just gonna shake it up real good real quick. But I love this color. It is a matte color, so again, it is a little bit of a thicker formula. So you just want to make sure that it's mixed really well, that you put it on in as thin of layers as possible. So I always make sure that I really just kind of clean that wand off really well. And then so as you can see, that is a lot of color in one very thin swipe. So this formula is a little bit more difficult to work with, I would say. Maybe not difficult, just a little more challenging than some of my other colors. I think some of the shimmer colors are a little bit easier to work with. When the colors are thick like this, I feel like maybe it's just not quite as easy to work with, that's all. But it is a beautiful color and definitely worth it. So now the technique that I use, I do like to kind of outline my lips first and then kind of fill them in. I think it just helps me get a better initial lip line. As you can see, it's a very creamy, very pigmented color. And if you're new to my videos, make sure you give it plenty of dry time. I did not do that the first time, and so I may regret that a little bit later. It's always a good idea to just kind of either fan it with your hands, keep your lips separated for a good 5 to 10 seconds. You can even use a blow dryer on low heat, or the cool shot on your blow dryer. That'll help a little bit. But you definitely want to keep your lips separated. You don't want to swipe back and forth. And you want to make sure that your color is dry before you apply the next layer. You always want to apply 3 layers. I do know a lot of people, especially with the darker colors or the thicker, creamier colors, that they will only apply 1 or 2 colors. This is not sanctioned by the company, because then, of course, you're not guaranteed that very long wear transfer proof color. And this is my 3rd coat. And as you can see, that built to very, very opaque coverage. Okay. Maybe slightly darker than I wanted. I think that third layer I kind of got on a little bit thick. As you can see, like the top layer, my top lip is a little bit darker than my bottom lip. But that's okay. I'm just gonna let that dry really, really well. And now anytime I use a gloss to kind of change the look of the color or to change the finish of the color, I still always start with my Glossy. The Glossy is the most moisturizing out of all of the glosses. Gives you that clear, glossy sort of finish. I wouldn't say it's the best, except in terms of moisturizing. You know, the glosses are all kind of your preference. Whatever you're going for, you know, do you want a glassy finish? Do you want a matte finish? Do you want a glittery finish? A shimmery finish, a diamond finish? Do you want more of a rosy finish? You know, the glosses just really depend on you, and that's just the regular clear glassy gloss. I always work that in really, really well. So you can see, you know, it's very shiny, very reflective. And this will tone down after about, you know, 15-20 minutes if you eat, if you drink. But this is the most moisturizing. So they definitely recommend that if you apply any other glosses, you should apply your Glossy first and then apply the other gloss on top of it. So the glosses I have for you ladies today, I have a matte gloss. I have a pearl gloss, which, as you can see next to matte, matte is what they would describe as a satin finish. The pearl gloss is a little bit more milky, and I believe they describe that as a milky pearlescent sheen. Then I also have, this is a fun one, Bougainvillea gloss. And I know you guys can't really see that. I'm terrible at getting these to focus on the camera. It's a big, we call it the bee gloss. It's the Bougainvillea. It's a red with a slightly blue pearlescence, a little bit of shimmer, very pretty. This is actually really pretty on its own. I wear this without LipSense. You know, on like no makeup days, if I don't really feel like putting on my LipSense, but I need something moisturizing, I'll kind of do this one. It's really pretty. I love this one. And then my last one, this was our limited edition line. This is the Diamond Kiss Gloss. It is gorgeous. I would imagine it is very similar to the Silver Glitter Gloss, which I have never seen in person. But this one actually does have crushed diamonds in it. Very, very gorgeous. It is limited edition. It's a little more expensive. The glosses are $20, any of the other glosses. The diamond glosses were $22 simply because they cost more money because they have crushed diamonds in them. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shimmer. So I'm going to try each one of these on so you guys can get an idea of what they look like, you know, over top of a matte, you know, kind of darker color so that, you know, maybe you can see the finish a little bit better. So I just make sure that, you know, my Glossy is kind of absorbed through the color a little bit so I get some of that moisture. If I feel that there is a lot of gloss still left, I will kind of blot. And as you can see, even just blotting that down, the shine has come down a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and do matte gloss first since it has no shimmer. It is just truly a satin matte gloss. And really the biggest difference I feel with this one is more the feel of it. So as you can see, it doesn't have that high glossy reflective finish. It's a little more satin, it's a little more toned down. A lot of people love this gloss, and I'm sure if you have really full, plump, gorgeous lips, you would love this gloss because it does take, you know, any of the really high shine down. It's a little more of a, maybe not quite such a night out sort of look, you know, maybe a little more of a daytime look. And now, you know, those matte finishes are really, really, really popular. So this will take any color and kind of make it a little more matte, a little more just kind of, you know, what everybody's doing now. It's not really one of my personal favorite finishes, only because I feel like it kind of emphasizes, you know, the lines in my lips a little bit. The taste of it is a little, I don't know, maybe not stronger. I can kind of taste it a little bit more. But that's just my personal opinion. A lot of people love the matte gloss. It is sold out all the time. So if you're looking for a little more of a satin matte finish, you know, you don't really like the glossy look, this could be the one for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe that one off. Kind of just blot, and gotta love this color. Look at this. And I'm wearing a pretty dark color. So, you know, if it was gonna transfer, it would be on the white tissue. So anyways, the next one I'm going to try is one that I have not opened yet. It is the Pearl Gloss. So I am actually really, really interested to see how this might be different compared to everything else. So here we go. Oh, now as you could see, when I first put it on, you can see it is a little more, has a little more of that whitish, milky sort of look to it. Okay. Now again, this is definitely a more reflective gloss. I actually really like this. I feel like maybe it toned Bella down just a touch. You know, it didn't really change the color. It just kind of made it a touch paler than it was before. But with a really gorgeous reflective sheen without being over the top. So no obvious glitter per se, just it's more of a reflective sheen without that. I wouldn't say it's that high glossy sheen, but it's definitely more of a reflective look. I personally love it. This might be my new favorite gloss. I also feel that it seems very moisturizing. Of course, I have only had it on for a few seconds. But it definitely feels more emollient than the matte gloss did. So almost on par with the glossy. It feels same way, maybe just a touch thicker, which I think is probably normal, you know, with the different finishes of the gloss. So, okay, I'm going to wipe that one off. I apologize, this is such a long video, guys. Did not mean for it to go this fast or this slow. So the next color I'm going to try is my Bougainvillea gloss. This was actually the first gloss that I purchased, aside from Glossy. And now you can see even just the difference from here to here. This adds a little bit of that reddish pink tone. And this is a very high gloss color. Gloss. So it's more high shine, very similar to the Glossy. Has the same kind of feel to it, but you can definitely see that it lent a rosy color to my lips. Very shiny finish. Very reflective. Very, very emollient. And now because this is an actual color, I would imagine that when I go to wipe it off on my tissue, I will get actual transfer of the gloss color. Not necessarily, you know, the Bella, but the actual gloss color. So I actually really like this one a lot. I think it's very, very pretty. I love to wear it over reds. I feel it just really deepens that red color, or anything that is in the pink realm. It just makes it very girly, shiny pink with just a touch of shimmer. Very, very pretty. And again, like I said, on its own, very subtle, very pretty. I love it. So here we go. Yeah, and now as you can see, there is the Bougainvillea gloss. That is not my color. You can see my color is still, you know, very intact. That is the actual gloss. So the color will not transfer, but the gloss, that's a different story. You wear a color gloss, it is going to transfer a little bit. So now the last one, the Diamond Kiss gloss. Love this gloss. I do have 2 of these in stock. And now look at that. Now that is a super reflective finish. Not so much high gloss. This is definitely much more of a blingy glitter finish. Look at that. Now, I would say it might have lightened up Bella a touch. But as you can see, this is very, very, very glittery. Not necessarily high shine, more shimmery. I do love this though. But the diamond gloss is absolutely one of my favorites. I like to wear it on top of everything. I am a very, I'm not a very girly girl, but I do love my glitter. I love my bling. I can't help it. And this is just, it does not get more blingy than crushed diamonds in your gloss. So that's kind of it, ladies. I just wanted to show you a couple of, you know, different options to take. You know, you have one color, but, you know, a gloss, you know, glossy gloss, a matte gloss, pearl gloss, a colored gloss, and a diamond gloss. And you get, you know, a variety of different finishes, different sheens. It completely changes the color, so that you might look at it and say, wow, is that the same color you were wearing yesterday? Unbelievable. And it's still, you know, a nice moisturizing gloss to go on your lips, you know, that you can also wear just on its own if you want to. So just something to keep in mind. Thought it was something interesting that I would try and show you guys in case you weren't aware of it. So thanks for sticking with me this long, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the weekend.